Welcome back to another episode of Breath of Fire 3. We're gonna go into Angel Tower this episode. Last episode we went through a volcano to solve our issues with a boat that would not come back. And that sounds like the most logical conclusion we could come up with. Well, it worked. I'll give it that. But was it worth it? Probably not. Anyways, we need to go and move this rock with Gar. Go talk with a non-important NPC. I'll tell the watchmen are coming with telepathy. Anyways, as per Quo, I can't get Gar to go down fucking ladders because, god damn it, he takes up like 3 goddamn spaces. Anyways, I was having some trouble with that. And we get burst into camp. Great. Sorry, Gar, did you say something? Anyways. And it got Switch Nina into my party, so, well, as usual, we have to switch her out with somebody who's actually useful. I did not notice Gar's HP there. He has a death penalty, plus he has 1 HP. And I'm going into the next dungeon. So this is a great start already. That's fine, though. We have Pico. He's all the onion we need in our group. I can't stop thinking about Pikmin when I say onions, but I know Pikmin aren't onions, but they come out of onions. So are they onions? I don't know! They are compared to Pick carrots. Anyway, this is not Pikmin. So, this is Breath of Fire 3, just in case we need some clarification on that. And also look at our 171 Zenny. Man, I'm rich. That is just rich. Alright, what are you doing, Dith? Why didn't I edit this out? Oh. No, well, no, heal. He needs health. No, yes, good job. You can do it, Dith. Anyways. Yeah, a lot of this footage is pretty old, so I could have edited that out. What? Okay. I was like, there's a chest right there, just get it, damn it. Frickin' pissing me off, Dith. Yep. Yep. Runes, yeah. Alright, good job. Wasn't that hard now, was it? And that's why we needed to jump down. It would have blocked us there. And there's the specters from the lighthouse before, and here are the Cerberus? Cerberus? Pretty sure it's Cerberus, but... Cerebus? I don't know, that just looks weird. It doesn't sound like it's pronounced. Must be Cerberus. But anyway. I guess I'm taking etymology? Man, I can't say any words right. Well, Those enemies are actually pretty annoying that have howling. It causes confusion. And there's a lady in a giant pyramid. Next! That is not important at all. Obviously not important at all. Alright, what? Oh. I was just wondering what that guy was looking at, I guess. Just looking out over the opening of the naked girl in the pyramid. Absolutely nothing to that. There are more specters. I don't know why I kept this battle in. I guess I just forget to edit out certain battles, because there are quite a lot of random encounters in this game. It's an older RPG, so I kind of expect it. Oh, and this is why I'm not going to have much AP. Because these fucking enemies steal it all. Because they're assholes. Yep. That ended just as how I expected. Gar learned Fire Blast. One of his few magic skills in the game. That he learns naturally. I think I show it off here. Since Gar's intelligence is incredibly low, he doesn't do much damage with magic, but magic doesn't do much damage altogether in this game anyways, so really, not much here. That crack in the wall, you can bring Momo and blow it up for, I think, a soul gem or something? Well, if you want Momo in here instead of Pico, I don't know why you would, but, there you go. Do it if you want. Another battle. Are we gonna skip this one? No, because there's a new enemy. It's a phantom. These things have a skill called Death. I think this one casts it. So, yeah, the skill called Death. Yep. Yep. What am I doing? Just kill it. It's not that hard. What are you doing? Death. Come on, Diff. Oh, man. You're pissing me off, Diff. Player Diff is such a noob. On to the next, I suppose. Stealing more AP, that's typical. And here's Death. I'm pretty sure that is not what that skill is supposed to do. It just misses about 90% of the time, and I'm not kidding about that. I think the actual ratio, percentage of it failing is about 90%. So there's a very low chance that it will actually instantly kill your character. I think one or two of our characters will learn that skill naturally. So, we can see that later. I don't actually ever get that to work in this Let's Play unless I use it later in another episode. Which I do use the skill a couple times just to see if it works, but none of the times I tried it worked, so. Anyways, on to the next. Another battle, skip that. Guess it was one that we've seen before, so. I still haven't heard much feedback about the skipping whole battles thing. I think it works better. If you want, you can push that block with Gar to get that chest up top, but I find it to be a pain in the ass. The items here really aren't that useful. You get a soul gem and I think like a wisdom seed. If it was a wisdom fruit, I think I would have went for it, but you know what? I have my Google open. I have a Google open. I can tell you what it is. Might as well. Alright. What guide did I use for my 100% playthrough? This is a pretty good guide. There's a couple good guides for this. It's non-spoilers. Non-spoiler free, which is what I don't like, but I've played this game so many times, who gives a shit? So, yeah. I failed the first time I went down there, so that's why there's a transition there. Moving these blocks in the right positions, I kind of screwed myself over once. It's not a very hard puzzle, but I screwed up, so yeah. And in the original commentary, I actually talked a lot about Persona here, about their instant death attacks and their accuracy. And that is an interesting thing to mention, because the instant death attacks in Persona 4 and 3, well, in any of the Persona games really, especially Nocturne, I guess. Nocturne has a pretty high success rate of hitting you, which sucks, because instant death attacks kind of piss me off, when it isn't a boss anyways. For normal enemies to die to normal enemies because of some stupid skill. Also, I can't seem to push this block with Gar right away, but I got it there, so good. What we want to do is move these so we can get into that stairway there. You can get a skill ink on the lower bottom of this area. I did not show that, but... Oh, the things in the area that I missed. I think there was a Moon Tears and a Wisdom, and there's also a Diamond Ring which prevents... Diamond Ring. I think that was one of the things that you need in Momo to get through that wall. Pretty sure that was it. That prevents death attacks, so you will never die from an instant death attack. But the accuracy of him was so low, it's not even really something to really worry about in this game. Persona 4, maybe? Yeah, I guess I would probably wear one of those. There's better accessories in the game, but whatever. This is not Persona 4, so let's just go down the staircase. Not a very hard puzzle. Like Pico actually understands you. Guardian Ga, 198. Alright. Some numbers. Gats, 201. That's a cool name. Nothing over there. Guardian Gar, 299. Lesson number 1. Don't follow guys with fucking spears. Honestly, I did not see this coming the first time I played this game. I guess there's a whole bunch of foreshadowing all over the place, but, you know, Gar is such a cool guy, you don't really want to believe it. He could have killed you during Bailey and Sunder any time, really, too. I don't have enough to transform into a dragon, so the best I can do is just trade blows with him, really. think I'm going through my skill list wondering, wow, I might actually lose this battle. It's not difficult, it's just if you did not build Ryu up the right way, it can be hard. He uses his critical sound effect all the time here, which is great, because I love Gar's critical sound effect. Fucking best sound effect ever. Now, if somebody could just put Gar on like a surfboard while doing that, like just swinging his spear around, that'd be badass. And that's all of my AP. Thankfully, I did get the Barbarossa, and I killed him in one hit. Or more than one, I think two, whatever. He only has like 300 HP. Tell you the exact number, 380 HP. Exactly. Not a hard boss. I'm glad Gar bought us new clothes because, honestly... So Ryu looks a lot better than he did when he was a kid. Fine, Gar. Let's get out of this mine. And here we enter in the part of the game where it actually gets pretty difficult. Mainly because I did not play with Gar much. We've seen this area before. This is at the very beginning of the game where we scared all those miners, killed a whole bunch of people by spitting fire on them. That type of stuff. Just revisiting some old areas. But we actually get to go through the entire... This is actually the dungeon, so... The next dungeon. Thrown from one dungeon into the next. This is actually 7 years later in the game if you can't figure it out, but... There, I gave you the information. 7 years passed. Didn't seem like it with that short amount of time passing in between the intermissions, but... what can I do? So Gar is a bit low level. Since Ryu is quite a bit stronger, I'll put him in front. Even if Ryu right now really isn't the meat shield that Pico was, he'll still do for here. Because it's just going to be the two of us for quite a while, which is one of the problems with this point. If you don't play with Gar much, you might have a little bit of trouble here. I stand here for a while, I don't know why. I actually cut out like 20 seconds there. I don't know why I stood there. Maybe I was taking a drink or pissing or something, I don't know. By the way, cappuccino with butterscotch candy in it, do it. You can do it with coffee too. Put butterscotch in it if you like butterscotch. Fucking awesome. You can do this with cheap butterscotch candy. It makes it taste way better. Anyways, back to the Donna Mine. That's the name of this area, by the way. So we're thrown from Angel Tower into Donna Mine, the very first area in the game. It's very linear at that point, but we have certain points to go here. I'm walking back because I'm an indecisive bastard, thought I forgot something. But nope, just some boxes that you can't interact with at all. So let's walk back over here. No encounters here yet. This entire floor is pretty safe. But the other floors are not so safe. We will be fighting here. And we see a rip in space-time talking to itself. Alright. We're just gonna ignore that. On to the next. Getting chests. What we do best. And we get some light clothing, which is actually really shitty armor. Yeah. I guess if you want a fast character, it's probably good. I think I put it on guard just because. But his agility is pretty low by itself anyways. Whatever. Next! Alright, let's walk on minecart tracks. See, we're in a mine. This might appeal to Minecraft fans. Nope, you can't enter that cave because that's apparently off the rails. Maybe there's some boards broken there or something. I would have liked to see more area in this game, but this dungeon, you kind of want to stop with dungeons after a while. I don't like going from one dungeon to the next. I want to have a little bit of intermission here. But, whatever. At least the character's changed quite a bit. Ryu looks like a complete badass. Oh. We have a dragon racist, people. Bastard. This is probably not a good location to set up a shop. Manillos are supposed to be smart. You're not acting like what you are supposed to. Then again, it's probably better than building a town at the bottom of the sea with some of the best items, with some really nice shops in it, with a whole bunch of shops, actually. That's a reference to the first game where they have a Manillo town under the sea. There's like 8 shops in the fucking town. I mean, come on, who's actually buying your shit? It's at the bottom of the sea. Humans won't be, at least. Unless you have gills, which you do get in that game. I might do a Let's Play of that sometime. But anyway, that will be far in the future. I have other things to do first. I'm not going to spoil what those are, but I do need to get through .hack.gu eventually. I want to finish this game up first, though. I think I'm probably only going to do one Let's Play at a time, with longer intervals between episodes because I want more quality instead of quantity. I realized I wasn't really doing the game's justice that I was playing, and I really wanted to do like GU and this game quality because I love this fucking game, and GU. And Ape Escape too. I mean, that Let's Play isn't terrible, but it's pretty annoying. But enough about my Let's Plays, let's get back to the game. Here's the encounter. We still see fire slugs from the dump here, and some giant roaches. We haven't seen roaches since McNeil's Manor, but these are an upgraded version. Still large, but they're blue instead. Still have jump. Jump does random damage, so can hit for nothing, can hit for quite a bit. Whatever. It's not a very useful skill at this point in the game, but to each his own. Dows, that causes you to be vulnerable to fire. Weakness to fire. So paired with fire slugs are pretty weak though. So if they use Dows and then the fire breath or whatever, they can actually do quite a bit of damage. These enemies really are no match for Ryu though, so we're just tearing through them. I gotta love the new animations and sound effects for Ryu though, because those are pretty great. Now, at least you get a rest area, so that's nice. Yeah, let's take a rest. And speed up time. Because I need to save. There we go. I think I like the soundtrack better sped up, too. I'm not a big fan of some of the dungeon soundtracks, but this one's decent, I suppose. I do like a lot of the music in this game. It has a lot of nostalgia for me. That's actually not going to hurt that much, so fire slugs really aren't that much to worry about. New critical. That was overkill times 10, by the way. I think those things have like 50 HP. Yep. Some stuff here, some stuff there, nothing over here. Oh, and here we meet a new enemy, the zombie doctor. These things will actually heal the zombies around them, but they use like vitalize and stuff. That'll actually kill the other zombies. So these things are actually a joke. I don't mind them as enemies because they're actually kind of unique. And they actually help out your party. They're not anything to worry about. So, let's grab that chest. There's another thing in the wall here. If we broke this, we would be able to get coupons, the item. It's an accessory. You get 10% off from shops from all shops. It's a useful item, but I don't really feel like bringing Momo back here. We will get Momo back, by the way. I'm just spoiling that now. So here's the gimmick of the dungeon. We need to move this TNT over to the end of the dungeon. At the end of this railroad track, bar putting it on the right track altogether, there are there is a rock blocking the exit to this dungeon, or so we need to move the TNT over there, and it will automatically blow up once it collides with that rock, as TNT usually does in games. Is that N backwards on that TNT, by the way? We'll take another look at that in a second. Yep. So there's a chest over there. The encounter rate is actually pretty high here. I think it is anyway. Or maybe it's just because I don't want to fight with just 2 party members and one of them is kind of gimped, so... Alright. Now we can walk on top of that TNT, which seems like a smart idea to get that item. Another fight there. The feather sword. This is actually a pretty good weapon. If we didn't get the Barbarossa. That's fine though. It has a property of wind. It's a very light weapon. It's not terrible, it's just not very good. I needed to heal after that last battle, so I did that. Yep. Let's push that back. I'm pretty sure that N is backwards. Maybe it just looks like it from that angle. From the other angle, it looked like it was fine. I think that N just, like, frickin' inverts or something, I don't know. What the hell that's all about. Alright. There we go. And that one is... fine? Isn't it? Nope, yep. That'll be fine. Just leave it like that, Dith. Ah, good. Man, I really have to pee. Thankfully, this is almost over, I think. Just go put... I just keep getting stuck on shit with Gar, I swear. Don't need to push that. Alright. Push that. And there's the rock. And it's gone. It shattered like glass. Holy shit, this is something out of your nightmares. Welcome to the Dragon Zombie. Now, the first time this thing is also a zombie, so you can cast healing spells to hurt it. That wastes a lot of AP with Ryu, so we're just gonna transform into a dragon and murder this thing. The first time, and this is actually my second try fighting this boss, I healed his health down. It works, but I mean, you kind of need the extra health because Ryu doesn't have enough defense here. Well, mine does anyway. So, I'm turning him into dragon form and we're gonna cheap him out, so. This boss is somewhat hard, especially if you haven't been building up Gar. This guy also fights with a lot of status effects, so he's kind of a status effect spamming boss. You know, the ones that I absolutely love. God, I love that sound effect. Here we also hear Donden, which is the one that Gishin has for boss song. This thing has 2,500 HP, by the way. Doesn't sound like a lot, but it is when you only have two characters. One of them's not very good. That attack, that bone dance, that can cause confusion. And confusion in a fight like this is not good. I think that will end up kind of making this fight a little bit more interesting here at the end, but we're burning through his HP with that flame claw. You already poisoned us, you're just wasting turns at this point. Not to mention poison makes your defense go up, so... Or, yeah, it does make your defense go up a little bit. This is probably one of my favorite boss fights in the game, though, just because the boss looks fucking awesome. He's on that pool of blood. This character model looks fucking sweet. Maybe the wings detract from that a little bit, and maybe his jawbone does, but still, this thing looks pretty fucking terrifying. If you saw this in real life, man, holy shit, I would probably shit my pants. And maybe kill myself, because I don't want to live in a world where things like this exist. And bye-bye Gar. Had to be us who defeats him. Well, we killed him, Dragon Zombie. Are you happy now? Why are we still fighting? I made your wish come true, man. We're allies. You're a dragon zombie. I'm a dragon. Is it the zombie part that's interfering here? Is it because you have no brain? And there we go. I cheaped him out with dragon form. Sometimes you have to do that in certain bosses that you don't level up or prepare for very well. Sounds happy about getting a malefic power. Man, I'm getting genes all the time. It's like a goddamn Salvation Army. Alright. Poison damage slows you down. Just heal it, Dith. Come on. And here we get out of the dungeon. Just kidding. I think I get confused while playing here because I always forget about this part in the dungeon. Not much until we get out of here, but still, you kind of expect to be done with the dungeon once you beat the boss. Maybe that's just me, and my RPG is savviness, but whatever. Alright. And I just included this fight just because I wanted to see that. We lived through a dragon zombie fight, just for Gar to be killed by a giant roach. And that was the end of Gar's journey. We are not going to go see his god. We are going to go live out a quiet life in the countryside with our pet onion. And do I either want to choose Nina or Momo? Momo's like a... she's not human. And Nina's an angel person. Or a winged person. Not really an angel, but... Choices. Well, we could always have... I don't know. We could always have both Ryu. Have you ever thought of that? No? Well, you could always go live by yourself and have a pet onion. Pet onion, guard dog, guard onion. That would always, like, kill all your enemies. That'd be cool. Wouldn't it, Ryu? Also, items. What was I talking about? Alright. Minor obstacle here. Just push this 3 times to make all those go up. And we can get the hell out of here. That was a really hard puzzle. Alright. Chief, what made you think pink and green today, with no shirt, and just a towel? You're a butt pirate, and there are no seas near here. There's just a mine. Alright, we get paid for something we didn't even do. So Ryu killed some of the miners again. That's why he feels mad. But, enough of that. Oh, there's Mogu from Breath of Fire 1. There you go. I gotta say, Gar, you have some badass horns. Sin City. Oh, that sounds like a very reputable area. He's killed 299 dragons after all. He shouldn't be afraid of anything. But they weren't really fighting back. What's all that about? Can we ponder that for a second? Alright. Well, I think that's going to be the end of the episode. Thanks for watching, guys. Join me next time. This has been Dith on 5 AM Let's Plays. Cappuccino style. Alright. Later. Yeah.